3:30 a.m. in the morning. Had to come on here, man, and talk about this Puffy, P. Diddy type of situation that's going on. They raided his crib. Well, shit, 3 of his cribs. New York. You gotta give it to the feds, Homeland Security. Boy, when they wanna get you, they gon' pull all the stops, man. So they hit New York, Miami, and LA, all at the same time. Cold-blooded. Now this is off the heels of him selling with Cassie for what they say 30 million or something like that. He did that quick as hell. So that kind of opened up the floodgates. That kind of made whatever the authorities had previously, it just solidified like, okay, he paid that money too fast. So obviously they got enough, because you know they got to get a warrant, they got to get shit signed off before they can do all that, man. So, and when the feds come, 9 times out of 10 they got enough to put you on the meat hook. So they got enough to put him on the meat hook. It's gonna boil down to corporation, because there's so many people, man. I mean, Puff was dealing with a little bit of everybody. I mean, he was the crown jewel. His parties, because I thought about this when they said, because the white boy, Ruben, or whatever, the Jewish white boy that been doing the white parties lately, and they was saying like how all the A-list niggas, is basically going to his parties instead of Puff parties. I was like, yeah. When I think about it now, I'm like, yeah, word got back. A lot of folk was like, man, they say Puffy hot. Can't go to his parties, you know what I mean? So that's the long and short of what I think it is, you know what I'm saying? So again, I feel like they got enough to put him on the meat hook. They got him on the meat hook. Now it's gonna come down to corporation. I mean, this thing stretches from Mary J. Blige to, the little city girl chick. I mean, the list goes on and on. I'm pretty sure Lil Kim. I mean, Faith. I mean, dog. The list goes deep, man. And all them folk gonna have to say something. They gonna all get interviewed in some shape, form, or fashion. And 9 times out of 10, somebody gonna roll. Somebody gonna fold. Somebody gonna tell. And that's gonna, further put the meat hook in him. So, Puff, it was a cat on TikTok was saying, well, he, obviously he went through the Fed situation, or he well versed on it. He said something that was real. He said, if anybody know they can get this video to Puff, please get this video to him. And basically what he was saying was, man, go ahead and tell your lawyers, let's make a plea deal before all this shit roll out. You know what I'm saying? Make a plea deal, man. And when I listened to him, like, you know what? That's smart. Go ahead and make a plea deal, because if you try to take it to trial and do all that other shit, they're gonna further put the meat hook in you. You dig? It's kind of like with R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Now, R. Kelly got chances to fight. You know what I mean? He got, when you don't plead guilty and take a plea, you can fight still. So that's why R. Kelly's still appealing and trying to fight, and this, that, and the third. So once you plea, you can't fight. You basically do your time and go about your business. But I understand what he's saying, because if the avalanche happens where everybody start rolling, let's say they interview 15 people. Out of that 15, man, half of them roll. Puff out of there. That's life in prison, dog. If they can get somebody to get on that stand and be like, yep, he did that. Yep, he did that too. Yep, he did. You know what I mean? That dude he's out of there. Period. So his best bet is to take a plea deal. You know, go to them people and say, hey man, I want to work, I'm ready to work out a deal with you. And work out a deal. Because if not, they're going to put the meat hooks in them. Further. Now, the other half I want to talk about, because it went online and went viral today, about 50 Cent baby mama, Daphne Joy, saying he R-worded her and abused her. Because 50 Cent basically was I'm trying to say the word, antagonizing Puff, antagonizing Jay-Z, because he want their spot. If he wasn't cool with Dr. Dre and Dr. Dre didn't put him on, he'd be doing the same thing to Dre. But 50 want that spot, man. He want to be that next boy. He want to be that billionaire boy. So he want that spot. So he been going hard on Puff. When Puff house got raided, he went hard on him. Then he threw Jay-Z under the bus. So obviously the baby mama must had enough. But they saying allegedly she's been implicated as a sex worker for Puff. That's a deep rabbit hole. So I guess 50 said something, and she shot back. That's why he abused me and R-word me. So I'm like, damn, now they on 50 head. 50 gonna have to lawyer up. Because if she follow through with it, dog head might be on the meat hook too. Then will that open the door for other women to come through and say, yeah, Vivica Fox, yeah, he abused me, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is tricky. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because black men of stature, shit, just a regular nigga got to be careful. If I'm in the gym working out and I'm in there solo dolo and a chick come, I'm trying to go to the other side of the gym. For one, because I'm married, but for two, you don't know what type of time these chicks on, man. You really don't know. He made me feel uncomfortable. He looked at me. You know what I'm saying? You damn near gonna get a case if you look at a female in a minute, dog. Like, it's headed to that point, man. If you look at a female, matter of fact, she gonna step outside butt bookie naked, and when you look at her, she gonna be like, he tried to take it. He tried to get me. You know what I'm saying? But she literally butt naked. So it leads me to further say, if anybody know anything about the COINTELPRO, which was a program that they ran in the 60s to put a stop or put a rise to the Black Messiah. That's the words of J. Edgar Hoover, who was the head of the FBI at that particular time in the 60s. Now, fast forward to 2024. You got all these rich, arrogant black men, but they have a healthy sexual appetite. The people who put them in power, which we know who they are, they the untouchables, aka the little hat people. They study us. They know our habits. They know we come from the ghetto. They know we hypersexual. They know we come from broken homes, so we deal with certain mental issues. This is shit that they know. So if you think about when they put people in power, and ask yourself, why did they pick that certain nigga? Like, think about it in the NBA right now. Matter of fact, Caleb Williams, the USC quarterback, he headed to the pros. But look what he doing. He all in the stands with pink phones and pink nails and pink this, and who told that boy to put that stuff on, man? And told him it was cool to do that. You know what that's gonna do to young little black boys who look up to him? This is a whole psyop. This is a whole thing that they running, man. They don't want masculine, arrogant black men. So we are literally watching in real time the overdrive of the takedown of the powerful, rich black men. I just heard tonight, don't know how true it is, because you know everything that you come across online, folk be trying to get ahead of the story so tough they'll throw some shit out there. But they saying there's some allegations about Jay-Z about to come out. It's been rumored that Jay-Z and Beyonce then parted ways, and they saying they might be on Divorceville. If that matter of fact, if the story that I heard come out last, and the story about and Beyonce parting ways, then that story is true. Because her people, little hat people, all the people that is behind Beyonce is going to get in her ear and say, hey, you want to save your career? You want to save this? You want to say that? Or do you want to stay married to your husband and go down with the ship? It's kind of like with Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade, even though they weren't married and they were sneaking and geeking. He was married and she wasn't, but they was a couple. You see how the judge said, okay, you can stay on the case, but you got to get rid of him, and it's up to you. You can remove yourself or you can remove him. What you think that black woman did? She removed him. They're gonna save themselves. So if anything come up about Beyonce leaving Jay-Z, you already know they about to get Jay-Z next. I'm telling you. So we literally watching the takedown of black men, dog. Powerful, rich black men, because they don't want that. They want to replace them with these fruity niggas. And I guarantee you, that's why they got to get 50, because they're like, 50, you did enough. We appreciate you being a attack dog for us and going at Puffy and this, that, and the third. But you know what? We don't even want you in that spot. They're going to start putting these little fruit bots and black women in them spots. Trust me. You can see it with hip hop. You know how they propping up these female rappers, Sexy Red, man. She's no disrespect to her. Get your money, sis. Get your money. But she's not no talent. Not at all. But they propping her up. Them little hat people behind her. Them CIA people. Them FBI people. This is all a psyop. This is the I just saw a video where you got some little girls under 12, man, dressing crazy. Bouncing. Dancing. Look like little grown women, but they under 12, man. Like, why they who let them put them grown women clothes on and video them that and then upload it to the internet? That mama or mamas should come get them kids. That's abuse. The single black mother today is out they motherfucking mind. I had put in Crime in the D that because it was a guy who snapped out, crashed out behind his baby mama, and it might not have been his, because she could have been pregnant by somebody else. See, he wrong. Let's just get that first and foremost. Dog head wrong, right? Because he took her life. It was an unborn child in her stomach. He took that life. And now he, going through the court system or whatnot. But let's say, for argument's sake, or let's play devil's advocate, that he thought that was his kid, and he found out, or she told him that wasn't his kid. Now, he was wrong to jump out the window. But what I'm saying is two parts. Because I said single black mothers create the worst product in America. So at the end of the day, that's basically what it is. She probably was a victim of a single black mother. He probably was a victim of a single black mother. And now she gone, the unborn baby gone. And now he locked up. So at the end of the day, when do we, or when are we going to be able to point out what the black woman does wrong today? Because I think we still stuck on our grandmas, our mamas, and a lot of our mamas wasn't even straight because they came up in the crack epidemic. Alcoholics, they were struggling because they coming off the 60s. They was young kids in the 50s and 60s. So we don't know what happened to our moms. You know, a lot of them came from the South. Lived in little shacks in the South. Sharecroppers. Because I'm about to be 47. So our grandmas, our mamas, our uncles, we don't know what happened to them. It wasn't no child services back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. That shit didn't come into play until like the 70s. So a lot of our mamas wasn't even able, and our daddies wasn't able to be stable. So at the end of the day, they even struggled. But it was a lot more unity. It was a lot more, you can chastise kids in the neighborhood. You know, you didn't want to get in trouble. Like we had Miss James. My grandma stayed on the west side of Lansing. My grandma stayed in one house. Like everybody knew everybody. All the grandmas, mom, and everybody knew everybody to a certain degree. Did everybody like everybody? No. That's like now, everybody don't like everybody. But now you can't say shit to the kid. The father can't even say shit to the kid. So it's different single black mothers today, man. And it's a cancer on our community. Because as soon as I said that, because I said it more than once, and I knew it was broads watching. They jumped, you've been on here all day talking about single black mothers. You must got a problem with your mama. You must need therapy. See, this is the first thing that's gaslighting. You got problems. Bitch, we all got problems. Everybody got motherfucking problems. Black men, don't fall for that shit. Black women are always trying to tell you what's wrong with you. Keep in mind, they don't even know what the fuck is wrong with them half the time. So how the fuck she gonna tell you got problems or you need to get help when she don't even know how to deal with her own emotions? Like, make that make sense to me. So I knew they was gonna run with that. I'm like, okay, let's say that is it. Let's say I need Dr. Phil and Dr. Umar. And fuck a couch, I need to lay on the bed. Let's say that is it. But that still doesn't change the fact that young black males are killing each other at a high rate. Young black males are unemployed at a high rate. Young black males is homeless at a high rate. Young black males is in prison and on probation and parole at a high rate. It still don't change the fact. All they was trying to do, and then you got niggas that sympathize it, man, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you simp ass nigga, you just trying to get on this whole good side, hoping you get some pussy. I'm gonna be honest, I never had that problem, yo. I never know what it is not to get it. And that's just being honest. But I know it's some niggas who never get it, or they be in droughts and they be struggling to get it. So I get it. They like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be nice to these bitches, because, you know, if I be nice to them, then they gonna like me, and then they gonna be like, he cool, and then eventually she gonna give me some. Man, if you don't take your weak ass on, nigga, and stop playing. So at the end of the day, man, niggas be trying to cozy up to these hoes. Then the other sector of niggas, I understand, because it's some niggas who had good mamas, man. And they really take that shit personal, like, man, my mama wasn't like that. But that's your mama, nigga. For every good mother, single black mother, it's like 5 of them that wasn't. So when do we start speaking on that? It's kind of like the situation where, you know, black women talking about how niggas ain't approaching them and how niggas ain't doing shit for them and this, that, and the third. Because we don't know who is who. We don't know, like Peasy say. He was on the Big Facts podcast and he was like, how do we know? Like, we went to a club, do we point to the girls over there and be like, oh, them the bitches that care about niggas over there? How we know who's the good ones and the bad ones? When y'all all hang with each other, when one, like the Jalen Green chick with Drea, where's the black women like, hey, she too, that ain't right. She ain't supposed to be doing that with that young boy. They ain't saying nothing. So where's the ones that's gonna say something that make us be like, okay, there's some real ones, it's a group of real ones out here. We don't know that. So it's the same thing with the single mothers, black mothers. Yeah, some good single black mothers out here that's raising decent black men. But what about the ones that's not? We gotta focus on that. Cause these boys out here dying. These boys out here struggling. These boys out here angry. These boys on drugs. So it's an attack on the black man. We watching them, like, just think about it as a black boy, man. And you like, damn, you like, I love Puff, man. Puff was an inspiration to me. Then you turn on the TV and you see what they doing to him. That hurts, man. It's kind of like what Slim Thug said. He said, I ain't gonna go against Puff. Puff is somebody you know, a black man was aspiring like, hey, I want to be like Puff. Sure, I want to get that Billy too. Own this and own that and be that nigga. So when you see him take him down, you like, damn, off some accusations? That shit crazy. So I just wanted to jump on here, man, and say that and get that off my chest. Because it's, like I said, it's open season on black men, yo. Straight black men, put it that way. Because if they say he like to go both ways, but I guarantee you, allegedly, I guarantee you, if Puff was 100% on the other side, he wouldn't be going through this. Trust me, he would not be going through this. And if he was, it wouldn't be, you know, man. When they came to that boy house, man, they brought military type guns and military type shit to that man's house or houses. They wanted some smoke. You understand me? They wanted smoke, man. So black men, keep your head on a swivel, man. I understand we like the ladies, man, but right now they have been weaponized against us. And we don't know who is the enemy at this point or who on our team at this point. Because see, when you throw money into the equation, like you got females that, I got a baby mama. You got females, man, will throw you under the bus for a little punk ass child support check. They won't love to see you locked up, fucked up behind little funky ass few dollars from the child support system. And they don't even get all that because child support take they cut. So at the end of the day, if a broad regular mowing Joe would throw you under the bus, man, for a funky ass few dollars, or just be excited that your ass locked up and your life fucked up, what you think a female who dealing with a billionaire type of black man or a nigga with some real long money, what you think she thinking? Then the CIA, the FBI, certain folk get in her ear and be like, hey, you want to make you some money? Yeah. Hey, tell us what Puff did at that party that night you was there. He had whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. That's like Daphne Joy. You think she's saying shit now? Nah, she want more money because her and 50 had arranged baby. So she only got a certain amount, but then she's seeing, damn, he got all these hot ass TV shows. He just had a tour, money on his Get Rich or Dying tour that he you know what I'm saying, like the 20th anniversary, whatever it was, of the Get Rich or Dying album that dropped, and he went on tour, went around the country. Man, she like, God damn, that nigga getting money. I need in. I want in. So now he R-worded. He abused me. That's all it takes. And all I was saying when I was saying certain things online is we supposed to believe every accusation a woman say? Because if that's the sexually doing some things to her, why that didn't go forward, and why nobody believed her, but why everybody believe everything that Trump do? So it shows me that we pick and choose who we like and who we want to throw dirt on. So to me, because you got to think, women do get upset. Women do lie just like men lie. So what, like, make that make sense, man. Because you got to think, if you a billionaire type of nigga, like, why you need to take something? It's niggas around here in Michigan. It's niggas here, just regular niggas that's getting pussy, man, with no money. And you telling me a nigga that got billions is taking shit? Like, come on, man. Like, you put your thinking cap on for a minute. It's not even a conspiracy hat. Just put your thinking cap on for a minute, man. You think niggas, I didn't watch niggas in my own hood, in my own city with a few dollars. Man, listen, man. I watch a nigga. We in Gregory's. It's a club in or a bar in Lansing, man. I watch a nigga, and the dog head got paper. I don't know if he still got it. I don't know if the feds swooped him and pooped him and scooped him. But yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because, you know, little light skinned thing, little shape on her, you know what I'm saying? Niggas want to take their shot at her. But she knows she dealing with dog. Now, dog is in the club, in the bar, man. He pulling on her, pulling her clothes off of her. I mean, just treating her like a little rag doll. We go to the after hour spot, which was at the time was on Pleasant Grove and Holmes, where niggas go to gamble. So we in the gambling spot. He got her sitting in the corner like a little kid. You get what I'm saying? And that's a nigga with just a few dollars, man, compared to nigga with billions. Now to a regular nigga, a Mo and Joe nigga, he a millionaire type of nigga or a boss type of nigga. But to a Puffy, he a little nigga. You understand me? So if that nigga can have a chick and do all that shit, and then her homegirls was watching, didn't say shit. Niggas didn't say shit. That's just regular shit in my city. I can imagine here in Detroit. So you telling me a black man with $1 billion, private jets, mansions, is just taking shit? Y'all gotta be out y'all rapid ass mind, dog. You think, come on, man. Now, niggas do talk crazy, but bitches talk crazy. I didn't walk downtown on the river walk and females and cat called me. Hey, you, do. I said, hey, I'm married. She was like, what they got to do with me? And I just kept walking and laughing. But I'm like, yo, when niggas do that to females, he harassing me. He doing it. But these females is just as harassing as niggas is. You think these broads, man, like, come on, man. You don't think they know what they signing up for, man? You really don't think they don't know what they signing up for? They know what they signing up for, but they looking for a payday, man. And niggas, being sexual that we are, niggas is getting it, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta think, once you hit it, She could change her mind and say, he took it. He made me. He got me drunk. We used to call females water rats back in the day. You know, you got the ones you got to smoke out. You know what I mean? You got to get all tree. You can't get no bullshit tree either. You got to get the fire. You feel me? You smoke her out. She get tingly. One thing leads to another. This shit been going on, man. And that's just regular niggas. You invite a chick over. You know what I'm saying? I had me a little bachelor pad. I invited a little broad over. What you drink? Hennessy. I got the Hennessy for her. I don't smoke, so I got the Hennessy. If she smoke, do your thing. Drink, smoke, watch, talk, fuck. Now, if I was a rich nigga, a billionaire nigga, she can say, he got me drunk and took advantage of me. No, that's just what motherfuckers do. That's what we do. We sip on a little something. We get, relaxed. Because most women need something to relax. You know what I'm saying? Because they already know they on some bullshit 9 times out of 10. So they need something to, to relax their nerves because they be nervous. So they get a little drink in them, you feel me? A little liquid courage. And then, one thing lead to another. And then if you said something slick to them, like, yeah, I'm going to give you a massage, or, man, I be doing this and I be doing that. Then that's when she might hit you with, remember that shit you was saying? Then you just break the ice and one thing leads to another, man. This goes on in the community. It's 3:30 in the morning. It's dead at 4 o'clock. You think it ain't a nigga that did that? You think it ain't a nigga that did got some drink. What you drank on? Oh, I drank Casamigos. Nigga done bought a case of Casamigos for her. What you smoke? Oh, I smoke nothing, but he didn't bought that. So then they sitting up smoking and drinking, and one thing lead to another. But since we just regular niggas, it's not seen as that. But we not thinking. We thinking, oh man, ain't no nigga. This shit happens every day in the hood. Put your thinking cap on. The fuck? They just got more access to whatever they want. Who gonna tell Puff he can't get no cocaine? Who gonna tell Puff he can't get no ecstasy pills? Who gonna tell him? Think about it. Who gonna tell that nigga no? So he got all whatever a female want. If she want pills, he got the pills. If she want the cane, he got the cane. You want the drink, I got the drink. You understand me? So then they do what they do. Then she turn around and say, he drugged me. He took advantage of me. That's like I told my wife today. I said, let me hit the lottery for 50 billion. Or I got 50 billion. It just come on. Such and such got 50 billion. Bro's gonna be like, oh yeah, back in 09, 2010, man, you better, man, they gonna come after a nigga, man. He bought me some Hennessy and we went in his room and I was like, no. You know what I mean? They gonna all lawyer up and he took advantage of us. That's just what they do. I just don't believe all of them. Is it niggas like that? I know it's niggas out there like that. It's some aggressive ass niggas out here. I'm in Detroit, Michigan. Niggas is super aggressive on broads. Here in Detroit, man, broads are turning to Stevie Wonder on your ass because niggas so aggressive. You can't even, you make eye contact with a nigga, he down there want to snatch you up. That's just how the vibe of the city is. So at the end of the day, yeah, niggas is a super aggressive, especially a nigga who won't get none. See, me, I'm just gonna keep it real. I didn't have to do all that. So I ain't had to be aggressive. I ain't had to, hey, what's your name? You know what I'm saying? Ooh, what's up? You know what I mean? Oh, I'll buy you this. I'll take you over here. I didn't, man, listen, man. I didn't been on, listen. I didn't had a chick over my apartment when I was a bachelor. We doing what we doing. A nigga called from jail. She looking, I'm like, answer it. And we right there. You get what I'm saying? We naked. You know what I'm saying? We going on round 2. I tell her, man, yeah. She put the motherfucker on the speaker. I'm just laying there chilling. This nigga talking about all the shit he gonna do when he get home. I'm gonna take you to Hawaii. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I got you on that. Man, I'm like, this, yo, niggas, when it comes to some new niggas gonna move heaven and earth for that, man. I just never had to do that. But I understand niggas that do it. So yes, niggas is aggressive. Yes, niggas will take it. If, you know what I mean? If you not on your shit and you kind of like, you know, like my wife was saying, she had her and her college friends went out, and you know the whole thing was, you know, because you know you supposed to stay together. You know what I mean? Females, if they go out in a group, you supposed to stay as a group. Because if one, because you got to think, niggas like wolves, real talk. You slide off, shit, nigga, wolf, nigga, hey, come here. It's kind of like Players Club when old girl was drunk and her and Cube and my man slid old girl to the car, and luckily, you know what I mean, old girl came and said, let her out the car. She said, let her out the car. But they damn near was gonna run, like she said, a choo-choo on your ass. That's how that go down. So it's similar with my wife, you know what I'm saying? With her friend, when they was in college, and she told her like, hey, bitch, you can't be, you know what I'm saying? She drunk and shit, and you know what I mean? A nigga will get your ass. Nah, you know, she said she was, you know, mad, and you know what I mean? But she was like, shit, not on my watch. Ain't shit, goddamn it, not on my watch. Bring your ass on. And that's not, man, I was like, yeah, that was real as hell for my wife, because my wife could have been like, man, shit, that's on her. She wanted to go be grown, bitch didn't go be grown. But she knew she was drunk and she really wasn't in her right mind. So she would have got taken advantage of. So it is niggas that do that type of shit. So I'm not saying niggas don't do it. I'm not saying Puff didn't do it or he did do it. I ain't saying 50. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I don't think we should believe everything a woman say. Because why do we pick and choose who we gonna believe? Because I forgot the lady name, but the lady said Joe Biden took her shit. Why Joe Biden ain't locked up? Why Joe Biden ain't facing any court trials? Or why ain't nobody running up in his crib with guns and all that type of shit? And why is it that most black people don't believe it? But then they believe everything that is said about Donald Trump. So that leads me to, like, we pick and choose, man. And if we gonna believe old girl that got the 83 million, and they saying that shit when he didn't even touch her, he ain't do nothing, and she got 83 million in the civil thing. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. I just don't think it should be loosely thrown like that. And if it's thrown like that, and it turns out to be false, I think a female should at least get a year in prison for just lying like that, dog, and throwing that out there like that. So that's my thoughts on it, man. Shout out to the one person that was rocking with me, man. But I just want to get that off my chest and say, black men, man, keep your head on the swivel. You know what I mean? Stay up, and you know what I mean? And keep getting money. Peace.